Ever wondered if your birth date holds more meaning than just marking another year? What if it could reveal the spiritual path you're meant to walk, the challenges you'll face, the strengths you carry, and the wisdom you're destined to share? Welcome to a journey of self-discovery. Today we'll uncover what the number of your birthday says about your spiritual archetype. Whether you're someone who rises after every fall, someone who feels deeply for others, or someone on an endless quest for wisdom, your birth date may hold the key to understanding your deepest traits. Keep watching to find out which spiritual archetype corresponds to you. The endurer. They have this unwavering resilience, a fierce ambition, and a determination that seems unshakable. Imagine someone standing tall, facing storm after storm, never flinching. No matter how tough the road gets, they don't see obstacles as setbacks. For them, challenges are opportunities, a chance to become stronger, to grow. It's like the process of forging steel in a fire, each trial shaping them, sharpening their spirit. But the endurer's journey isn't just about survival. It's about transformation. Through deep introspection, they understand their struggles and use them to propel themselves forward. They believe that every battle is a step toward uncovering their true strength. And it's not just about them. The endurer's path is one of leadership. They inspire those around them to keep going, no matter the odds. When life knocks people down, it's the endurers who show the way forward, lighting a path of hope and resilience for everyone they encounter. Now, if your birthday falls on the 2nd, 6th, 16th, or 23rd of any month, you might connect with the empath soul archetype. These are the ones who feel everything. The highs, the lows, the joys, and the sorrow. They're like emotional sponges, soaking up the energy of the people around them. Empaths have an incredible gift of empathy and compassion. It's second nature for them to put others first, to listen, to care, to heal. They can sense when someone's hurting, even when no one else notices, and when you need comfort, they're there, always with a listening ear or a warm hug. But here's the catch. In their desire to help others, empaths often forget about themselves. They give and give until their own well runs dry. Their spiritual journey is about finding balance, nurturing their own soul too, so they can continue offering their light to others. Empaths are beacons of love and kindness, but they must remember to replenish their energy, or they risk burning out. They remind us that true growth comes from within, and that caring for others starts with caring for ourselves. If you have an empath in your life, hold them close. They're the ones who make the world feel just a little warmer, one act of kindness at a time. If you were born on the 3rd, 9th, 18th, or 25th of any month, you might recognize the seeker archetype in yourself. Seekers are the ones with an insatiable hunger for knowledge. They're always looking, always asking, never satisfied with the surface. For them, learning is not a choice, it's a way of life. But here's the thing about seekers. It's not just about gaining knowledge for themselves. No, they feel a deep, almost sacred responsibility to share what they've learned with others. Their quest isn't only for personal growth, but to guide and advise, helping others navigate through life's complexities. While seekers are drawn to the wisdom of the world, they understand that true wisdom doesn't just come from books or teaching. It comes from experience, from living, from facing challenges head-on. They embrace those challenges, knowing that each one holds a lesson that brings them closer to enlightenment. However, seekers can sometimes get so lost in their thirst for knowledge that they forget to live in the present. The trick for them is to find balance, to make sure that in their pursuit of wisdom, they don't miss out on the life happening right before their eyes. But when they do find that balance, seekers shine like guiding lights, illuminating the paths for others to follow. The artist, born on the 4th, 10th, 17th, or 27th of any month, you may identify with the artisan archetype. These are the creators, the artists, the ones who see beauty where others might only see the ordinary. For artisans, creativity isn't just a pastime, it's a spiritual practice. They have an innate ability to transform the mundane into something extraordinary, Artisans pour their hearts into their craft, whether it's painting, writing, or any form of creation. The act of creation is their way of connecting to something greater than themselves. It's where they find meaning, inspiration, and a sense of the divine. They don't just create for the sake of it, they create to express the deeper parts of their soul. But being an artisan isn't always easy. There's often a struggle with self-doubt and perfectionism. They can be their harshest critics, questioning if their work is good enough, if it will ever meet the standards they've set for themselves. The key for artisans is to remember that art is deeply subjective. What matters most is expressing themselves authentically, without fear of judgment. In the end, artisans are like magicians, using their craft to weave wonder into the fabric of everyday life. Their creations are a gift to the world, reminding us that magic exists in the most unexpected places, if only we take the time to look. The mystics are the deep thinkers, the dreamers who constantly seek to understand the mysteries of the universe. Their inner worlds are vast, filled with questions that may never have answers. What sets mystics apart is their stoic calm, the way they carry themselves with a quiet strength that hides a rich inner life. They're always on a quest for enlightenment, often delving into mystical experiences or spiritual practices that allow them to transcend the mundane. Their journey is not about finding simple answers, but about embracing the unknown with open arms. For mystics, wisdom comes from within. They are willing to embark on deep introspective journeys, seeking not just knowledge, but a spiritual connection with something great. Unlike others, they're comfortable with uncertainty. They understand that the beauty lies in the search itself, not necessarily in the answers. But the mystic's journey isn't easy. They often struggle with existential questions, wrestling with the weight of life's bigger mystery. Yet they remain steadfast. Mystics remind us that it's okay not to have all the answers. The journey itself holds value. They encourage us to delve into our own depths, to seek meaning even when the world feels uncertain. If your birth date falls on the 11th, 24th, or 30th of any month, you might be familiar with the hermit archetype. Hermits are not loners in the traditional sense. They are people who find solace and strength in solitude. They are introspective, reflective, and often prefer quiet spaces, where they can explore the depths of their own thoughts and emotions. For the hermit, solitude is not a punishment. It is a path to wisdom. In the stillness they connect with their inner selves and the universe. The quiet allows them to understand life's complexities with clarity and grace. Through their time alone, they discover truths that might be hidden in the noise of the world. Their spiritual journey is deeply introspective. Hermits are constantly in search of meaning, not from external sources, but from within. They are the wise, quiet souls who understand that true wisdom comes from self-reflection and contemplation. In the solitude, they forge a profound connection with the divine. But the hermit's path isn't always easy. They value deep, meaningful relationships, but often struggle to find others who understand their need for quiet. They may not seek out crowds, but when they do engage, they offer insights and wisdom that only solitude can provide. Their presence reminds us that sometimes the answers lie not in the world around us, but in the stillness within. The guidelight. These individuals are like steady, reliable beacons in a storm, always there when others need guidance, support, or wisdom. They possess qualities of reliability, supportiveness, and adaptability, making them natural mentors and teachers. Guidelights feel a deep calling to help others navigate life's challenges. They are not just listeners, but active sources of wisdom, always ready with practical advice or emotional comfort. Their spiritual journey is rooted in the exchange of knowledge. They believe that teaching and guiding others is a sacred act, but they also understand that they too have much to learn from the people they help. Though they shine brightest when others are struggling, guidelights must also remember to care for themselves. Their energy is a gift to those around them, but if they give too much without replenishing their own reserves, they risk burning out. Their challenge lies in balancing their role as a guide with the need to protect their own well-being. Guidelights are the ones who create a ripple effect of kindness and wisdom, gently guiding others to a better place. Their presence reminds us that we are not alone, that someone is always there to help light our way. If your birth date falls on the 14th, 20th, 22nd, or 31st of any month, you might resonate with the rebel archetype. Rebels are the ones who challenge the status quo, question the norms, and seek to transform the world around them. They are driven by a need for authenticity, freedom, and personal growth, often marching to the beat of their own drum. For the rebel, life isn't about fitting in, it's about breaking free from societal constraints and embracing who they truly are. They're not afraid to speak out against injustice or question systems that no longer serve the greater good. Their journey is one of self-discovery and liberation, pushing boundaries in search of a more authentic existence. Rebels understand that true freedom comes from being unapologetically themselves. They reject conformity, choosing instead to live life on their own terms. But their path is not without conflict. Their refusal to follow the crowd can sometimes make them feel isolated, and their desire for change can often clash with the established order. Still, the rebel persists. They understand that transformation requires courage, and they are willing to fight for a better world. If you know a rebel, you know that they won't back down from what they believe in, no matter how tough the road gets. They remind us that sometimes, the only way to create change is to challenge the way things have always been.